Hey,
Hey.
you were talking Friday about various tactics team use to try to prevent your guys on offense, or from their offenses.
Sure.
Is there any way to practice against that kind of stuff and at the same time limit the frustrations it can cause?
I think it's just, yeah. I mean, we're obviously preparing, and it's not anything new, right? I mean, anytime you have a good wrestler or even like a good team, then people are gonna try to figure out how to beat you, and sometimes, that's maybe the best shot, and I'm sure we do the same on the flip side at times. Just try to slow things down and but yeah, we're preparing for that as much as we can. It's nothing new, obviously. Probably not something I should have even mentioned, I guess, but it's just you just want your sport to be exciting, and you want action, you want points being scored, and as a team, the more points that are scored, obviously that benefits us. Even if our opponents are scoring on us early, it's still to our benefit to create action, and that's something with 7 minutes. There's a lot of time to make mistakes and give up a point here or there.
I guess two guys from Michigan go home this week. Do you expect a family and friends for them?
Their family and friends maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think wherever, whatever. Obviously, Michigan's just one of the best states for wrestling in the country. So, we've got a long history of great wrestlers from the state, and we hope to continue that. But yeah, Michigan's got a great team like they always do, and a lot of great competitors. So, got to go wrestle well.
Nebraska seemed to bring out some extra emotion in this past dual meet. So is that a good thing from your perspective to kind of see maybe select Penn State wrestlers pushed outside of their comfort zone a little bit? For better or
I think
worse?
you want discipline is obviously just a success principle, something that you got to have in all aspects of your wrestling and your lifestyle. So yeah, when actions are not what we want them to be, I don't think that's necessarily a good thing at all, right? It's just like, hey, we just need discipline. Obviously, emotional discipline and focus is important. But yeah, everything's preparation. We make mistakes, we learn from it. We make mistakes again, we learn from it. But it's just a matter of just trying to figure things out and just do a better job. Obviously, anything that happens is as a head coach, that's on me. So yeah, we'll learn and move forward.
Last time you guys will be on the road till Nationals come March, so how's it feel to be able to then know after this weekend you'll be home and comfort's home for the next couple weeks?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me whether we're home or away. I mean, we just like to compete. I think being on the road's good from the standpoint that it's almost easier because you're in a hotel, you're isolated. It's fun to go wrestle in other people's arenas, but yeah, either way, we're just happy to compete and grateful that we have that opportunity, and that the stressors in our life. I'm sure everyone has a lot going on in their life, families and different things, but the stress of trying to do well in a sporting event. I mean, that's it's a pretty amazing stress to have. It's something we're grateful for.
When you talk about that focus on discipline as a principle, is that something that you would engage with Bonnie Epstein on? Is she still working with you guys?
No, unfortunately, Bonnie is she's no longer with us. She's moved back with her family. She's in San Diego, but she's just having some health issues and different things. I mean, she's with us in spirit. I still use a lot of her concepts and ideas and quotes. And I think she's in contact with some of our guys a little bit over the phone, but yeah, unfortunately, she just isn't able to kind of work with us anymore. Just kind of, but yeah, we love Bonnie. She's great. But yeah, discipline obviously is a part of success in anything. It's just consistency, and so nothing new there. But yeah, unfortunately, Bonnie's not with us anymore.
would you guys replace that role in any way? I know that kind of wasn't an official role. Maybe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong there?
Yeah, yeah, she was with our program for quite a while. I don't remember. I know right when I came to Penn State, we had people working with her over the phone, and then it worked out that we were able to get her to State College, which was great. But yeah, we don't really have any. We don't have that role replaced. She was kind of a unique and special person. Obviously, they have counseling services and basically sports psychologists that work with the whole athletic department. Pyramid Health has been a great resource for us, and they've sponsored our program, and so that's who we use for the most part now. Yeah.
When someone does get uncharacteristically fired up or too much to a point where it's egregious, how do you get them to? What's the best way to get them to cool down and stay level-headed?
I don't think there's anything you need to do to. I mean, if something happens, it happens, and it's out there for the world to see. There's nothing you do about it. You just learn from it and just kind of figure out like, well, how do we get to that point, whatever. But yeah, it was just a good match. Obviously, some great wrestling, and for the most part, we wrestled really well. So, I think Nebraska's one of the teams that we got to beat if we want to win the nationals, and they, Michigan, obviously, Ohio State's coming up, and all these other teams. But we just got to be our best self and do what we do, and just be calm, collected, and just go score points. What you guys?
Coach, just talk about, Ono just running in, just, fists in the air. Just talk about how much he's settled in, just since coming here and, into the season now. Just talk about how much he's really settled in with you guys and the entire team.
Yeah. Moss is he's just a great person. Loves, obviously, a really good wrestler. We're excited to, get him in the lineup in the future. And he's very motivated. He really wants to kick butt in folk style. And he's really good, but yeah, just the kind of person he is. The energy is just as good as it gets. So just always good attitude, good energy, and yeah, it's fun to watch him because he's getting pretty dang good in folk style. I mean, he's putting that time in, and it's showing. So I don't know if he's probably not going to be able to compete this year. He's just kind of had some health issues that have kind of held it back, but. Before long, we'll see him.
How's Tyler Kasak doing?
Well, I think he's doing well. He wrestled today overseas, and he ended up going 1-1. I didn't see the last match, but it's good to go wrestle in these ranking series, world level events that have the best guys in the world, just and freestyle, just so you know what you're training for, and it's a different feel, obviously. Freestyle, the best guys in the world, different countries. Wrestle differently, different tactics, whatever. So, yeah, it's good for him. I think he's going to wrestle again this month too overseas. So, it's good preparation for him. And Roman was over there also. I think he made the finals and kind of just had an injury default, gave up a couple points, but kind of tweaked something in the process. So, yeah, we want our guys competing, and obviously you're always learning. The whole world's trying to get better at the sport, and so we just want to watch and figure out how we can do the same.
A lot of you guys talk now at this time of the year about bumps and bruises and all, just part of the game.
Yeah.
Is that happening now, or do you think you guys are overall pretty healthy?
Happy and healthy, I would say. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll just stay that way. But feeling good.
You noticed Braeden had something going on with his hand in his match on Friday. Is that a temporary situation?
Yeah. He had a little incident where I think he burned his hand in a deal. I don't know. It may have been. It's not. I don't know. It's not something I should really talk about, probably, but it's not that big of a deal. But had a little accident or whatever. But I thought maybe it was like a picture of it online or something. I don't know. But yeah, he just burned his hand in a little deal with a scooter he had plugged in. So beware of plugged-in scooters.
Rocco's obviously been on a roll. Can you speak to some athletes won't be able to overcome in the middle of the season when they kind of reach that pinnacle. They defeat the top ranked wrestler, they put a winning streak together, and Rocco just kind of it seems like there's no lapse, there's no step back. He continues to. How does he continue to wrestle at that high level?
Yeah, I think he's just a student of the game. He's a great competitor, and I think he's just probably getting more and more comfortable. Like, he knows that this is where he belongs. He knows we love him. He's our guy, and I think he'll just continue to improve, and just really, it's not even about improving. It's just being yourself, and I think he knows he belongs here, and I mean, transferring is a tough thing. I think it can be a weird feeling for guys, and we've seen that over the years. You see it a little bit, but like, we're super grateful that he's here. He fits right in. But yeah, it's fun to watch him, because last weekend that was a tough match. It was an All-American, big strong kid that's given our program troubles over the years. But yeah, Rocco wrestled great, and that's all it's about, is just, be yourself, be free, and just, it's a game that it's important, but it's not so important. You can't just go be yourself, right? You should be motivated by opportunity, which is what it is.
Is part of that weirdness maybe guys having to unlearn ways they've done things before, having been in other programs with other training methods, other ways to approach things? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily the training. I think it's just, I think anytime you transfer or something, it's probably weird, just for obvious reasons, and just probably our human nature maybe kind of goes against that. I don't know. But, and obviously if you come to Penn State, there's a high expectation here, and so when kids transfer in here, it's a different kind of pressure. They have to, you're in a lineup with a bunch of killers, and so you don't give yourself a lot of room to breathe. I think that's one of the issues maybe we have, where they just feel just more pressure to go out there and dominate, when that's not really the goal. Is just be the best you can be, and that stuff will all happen and will come, but I think that's probably the issue we have more with transfers, is they think they're Penn State, and people just expect them to crush everybody every time. It's a lot of pressure.
Can you speak to just how valuable the stretch has been for Cael? I mean, it's somewhat of a gauntlet, somewhat of a preview of the future. Tegadali this weekend at Michigan, but then before that, potential All-America contender. So how have you seen him basically go through a setting that he might see in just a month's time?
Yeah, I think that's just part of being in this conference. It's I think part of the reason why this conference does so well consistently at the national tournament is you're wrestling really good guys consistently, and so I think it's probably similar for all of our guys. It's just being a freshman, maybe it stands out more for him, but yeah, I think he just knows he's right there, and he's just got to keep getting better, and the big thing is mostly just believing, not for him, but just generally speaking. So big match for him on Friday. Again, an All-American, like you said, and then another All-American. And but he's been right there, scramble away, and most of if I think back through his matches. So, but yeah, he's wrestling a little just smarter. I don't want to say smarter, but just because he's just a goer, and sometimes when you're wrestling a guy that's got 30 or 40 pounds on you, you need to maybe wrestle it a little bit differently, and he's making some adjustments, and he's right there. Obviously, a close match there, losing riding time to Ferrari, who's obviously really good and a national champion and All-American. So, he's right there, and he'll just keep getting better.
One more.
Marcus Blaze has somewhat quietly put together a resume where it's just rank win after rank win after rank win. So what have you seen from him specifically in this freshman year?
Yeah, I think he's just a tremendous competitor. He stays in such good position as he's competing. I think he's maybe a little under the radar, if that's even possible, because he's really, really good. And we'll just keep competing and wrestling the best guys, and he's just a he's great. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's great. He's a great competitor, and he'll just keep getting better. And his best matches will be in the biggest moments, because that's him. That's his nature. That's his character. Cool.
All right, thank you, Cael.
Thank you. All right, cool. Thanks.